welcome or welcome back to Made by Manda Mal. I'm Manda and I make stuff. For those of you who don't know me, I am a crochet artist and I sell mostly amigurumi plushie type items both online and at market events. And I have a Valentine's Day market coming up tomorrow. It is the night before, pretty late the night before, and I wanted to film this market breakdown video for you guys. I'm going to start off now showing you everything that I made for the market, how much I charge for all those items, and then I'll come back after the market and let you know what sold, what didn't, how much I made, how it went, all those kind of things. I'll be honest, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this market. I'm a little nervous. I really wanted to do a February pre-Valentine's Day event just because I had a lot of Valentine's Day inventory that I was working on and really excited about, and I couldn't find a lot of Valentine's Day February events, so I signed up for this one. This is the furthest I've ever traveled to an event. It is about an hour and 15 minutes away in an area that I'm not familiar with at all. I am pretty lucky. My area has a lot of events going on usually, so I'm usually around here. It's a pretty artsy area, so I do fairly decent at my market events here, but I do not know what the vibe will be there. It is a market event at a school. Apparently there's going to be food trucks and other vendors. When I signed up for the market, I did ask them a couple questions. I first asked if they vet their vendors, meaning do they kind of look at what people are selling and making sure that there's not going to be a ton of people there selling the exact same thing, because that's been an issue I've had at some events where I show up and there's a ton of other crocheters selling the same kind of plushies that I am, so that's always a little awkward. So I asked them that, and I also asked what their attendance has been like at this event. This is, I don't know how many years they've been doing it, but this isn't their first year doing it, so I just wanted to get a feel for how many people would be going to see if it would be something I was really interested in doing. I asked them all those questions prior to sending my vendor fee, and they did get back to me. They let me know that they do not vet their vendors, which I wasn't that excited about, and they told me they would get back to me about the attendance thing. They sent my information to someone else and they said that they would be reaching out to me, but I never heard back about that, and it was getting close to the event and the event was booking out and I didn't want to lose my spot, so I just panicked and I sent them my vendor fee, and I'm going and hopefully it goes okay. I didn't do any events in January. There's not a lot going on in January and it's right after Christmas, so people aren't spending a ton of money. So I don't want to lose out on another month of no events. So we will see how it goes. I was considering doing a video in the future about how you can find market and vendor events in your area and things to look out for and what I've learned so far signing up for those events and everything like that. So if that's something you'd like to see, definitely let me know in the comments. Okay, we're gonna get started and I'm gonna show you everything I am bringing to this market. I made a lot of stuff. I am kind of regretting making so many different things because if you saw my last video, I did a test run of my display and there was a lot on the table. There is a lot, and I don't have a very big space for this event, so I don't know what my display is gonna end up looking like. I'll show that in a little bit when I get to the market. I'll take a video for you, but here's what I may or may not sell at the market. I'm going to start with my lower priced items and work my way up to my higher priced items. Any patterns I used for the items you'll see in this video will be linked in a Google Sheet in the description of this video, so check that out. So we are starting with my chicken nuggets. I have these 6 and then 1 extra chicken nugget, so I have 7 chicken nuggets in total, and I sell these for $8 each. Next, I have my octos in a bunch of different colors, and I have 8 of these in total, and I am selling them for $10 each. Next, I have my leggy frogs, and if you watched my last video, you'll know that I made all my leggy frogs on a plane this past week coming to and from a work trip. I wanted to make them in different colors, but I could only fit one skein of yarn in my carry-on bag, so I ended up only making them in this color, and I have 5 of them, and I'm selling them for $10 each. Next, I have my mushrooms in a couple different colors. I have 10 of these in total, and I'm selling them for $10 each. But I think my next event, I am considering moving these up to $12 because I put a lot of detail in them, and they take me kind of a long time. So for now, I'm selling them for $10 each. Next, I have these roses that I made. I am going to sell them for $10 each. And then I have these vases, and I was going to sell them in the vase for $12. But I have a ton of these vases that I bought and didn't sell for Valentine's Day, so I might just sell the whole thing for $10. And I made a bunch of roses, but I sold some of them this week, so I'm only bringing 3. So I have 3 roses, and I'm selling them for $10 each, with or without a vase, maybe. We'll see. Next, I have these 2 gnomes. I will be selling them for $10 each. Next, I have my possums. I have 3 of them, and they are $12 each. Next, I made these Pokeballs. This is my first time making these. The pattern was super easy. I'll have it linked below. And this will be my first time bringing these to an event, so I'm excited to see how they will do. And I have 4 of them, and I'm selling them for $12 each. Next, I have some Triceratops in a bunch of different colors. This is also my first time bringing these to a market, so I can't wait to see how these do. And I have 5 of these in total in different colors, and I'll be selling them for $12 each. Next, I have this little love bug. I only have 1 of these, and I'll be selling her for $12. Next, I have some Valentine's Day colored bees. I have 3 of these, and I will be selling them for $12 each. I also have my regular colored bees. I have 4 of these, and I will be selling them for $12 each. I also just started making my bees with 14mm eyes instead of my usual 12mm eyes, and it makes a difference. It makes a difference. I will link the eyes that I use down below in case you're interested. Okay, now for the bird collection. Are you ready? Chickens. I have these chickens. I have 4 of them, and I'm selling them for $12 each. Next, I have these little duckies. I have 2 in yellow, 1 in white, and I'm selling these for $12. And I also made these mallard ducks. I have 2 of them, and I will be selling these for $12 as well. And last up for the bird collection are my eagles. I have 4 eagles, and I sell these for $13 each. I also have 1 leggy frog with a heart in this cute lime green color, and he will be $13. Next, I have these axolotls. I have them in 3 different colors. I have 6 in total, and I will be selling them for $13 each. And this will also be my first time bringing axolotls to a market, so I hope they do as well as everyone says that they do. Next, I have this cute unicorn girly. Look at her. This is the first unicorn I ever made, and I love her. I have 1 of her, and I'm selling her for $16. Next, I have my bigger turtles. I have 1 in blue, 1 in green, and then 1 in this multi-pink color, and they are $20 each. I also have a strawberry shortcake turtle. She is $25, and I have 1 of her. Next, I have these adorable heart patch cows. How cute are they? They are going to be $25 each, and I have these 2. Next, I have this Cupid bunny, which was a pattern test that I did, and I just love her. She's so cute, and I am going to be selling her for $26, and I just have 1 of her. And last but definitely not least is my baby dragon. I love him. He was also a pattern test that I did, and I love him so much that I'm very conflicted about selling him. I don't know if he will end up on my table or not tomorrow, but if he does, I have 1 of him, and I'm selling him for $28. That is everything I made and will be bringing to my market tomorrow. I will definitely try to get some clips of my setup and what the vibe is like in there maybe, and I will be reporting back with how I did, and definitely wish me luck. I still have a ton of stuff to do. I have to go pack the car and everything, so I'm gonna go do that now, and I will see you guys soon. Hi guys, we are here at the event. We made it. I'm with my pal Sammy, who was so nice to help me set up everything today and come with me on this journey. I honestly don't remember how I set up without her, so that was a big help. I'm going to show you guys what my display ended up looking like. Let's check it out. Okay, here it is. I love the way it came out. There are a couple like one-off items and things that I did not end up putting on the table, but I feel like it's less overwhelming this way, so I like it. We have a little sale going on for some Valentine's Day cookies that I had. These are cute. And Sam really pulled through with some creative thoughts on this, so I love the way it came out, and I will report back and let you guys know how everything goes. Hello, I'm back. It is 2 days after my market, and I am here to report on how it went. As you know, I did have some concerns going into this event, and unfortunately some of them were confirmed. The event wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. I did make some money, which I'll get into in a second. I was a little nervous going to an area I've never been to before, but the area was okay. It wasn't a bad area. The drive was very long. The venue was at an elementary school, which I thought would be great because I thought there would be a lot of kids there, and that's one of my main target audiences, so I thought that that would be great, but there ended up not being a lot of kids there. I'll get into that in a second. We were located in a gym, and the gym was very small, and it was very far into the school. Like, there were no signs for us even to really find the gym, so I don't know how other people who weren't familiar with the exact setup of the school would even be able to find where we were located. We were pretty far into the school, and the way everyone was set up in the gym, there was almost no organization to it. They had us kind of like set up in rows, and there were like little walkways in between the rows, which were not very big walkways, and I don't think the few people that came really understood how to navigate the area because I was facing like a wall, and some people that came in wouldn't even pass my aisle to see my stuff. So that really sucked. Aside from that, there weren't very many people there anyway. Honestly, I would say that there were less than 20 people that came to the event, which was really sad and disappointing. Like I said, I did make a little bit of money, so I'm very grateful for that, and I'm not going to complain about that at all, but there were definitely vendors around me who did not even get close to making their vendor fee back, which that's not great for anybody. So probably my slowest event I've done so far for sure. I did learn a lot from this situation, so I will talk about everything I've learned at the end of this video. Right now I'm gonna go over all of my sales for the event. So the event started at 11 o'clock and my first sale was at 11:17, and I sold one of my Heart Patch cows. I sold the hot pink Heart Patch cow for $25, and that was a cash payment. Next, I sold a possum, a rose in a vase, and a mallard duck to this really kind vendor man sitting next to me. And the total for that order was $36, and that was a cash payment. Next, I sold my multicolored pink turtle for $20, and that was a cash payment. Next, I sold my unicorn for $16, cash payment. Next, I sold a Pokeball for $12, that was a card payment. Next, I sold an axolotl, the purple one, that was the only purple one I had, and a pink colored, Valentine's Day colored bee for $25, and that was a card payment. Next, I sold my green triceratops for $12, card payment. Next, I sold a green mushroom for $10, and that was a cash payment. Next, I sold my strawberry shortcake turtle for $25, that was a cash payment. Next, I sold a possum for $12, that was a cash payment. Next, I sold a chicken for $12, that was a cash payment. Next, I sold a chicken nugget with a happy face for $8. That was a cash payment. And the last thing I sold was an eagle for $13, and that was a cash payment. Oh, and I also sold my Cupid bunny to my friend Sam, who came to help me. She was amazing. She really helped so much. And she's keeping the Cupid bunny, so I'm so happy that she went to a good home because I love her. My Cupid bunny was $26, so in total I made $252. However, my vendor fee was $40. My square fees were $1.57. And I did drive really far, and I did buy lunch, so between food and gas and stuff, I'm gonna estimate that was around like $35. So my total loss for the event was $76.57, which puts my total profit around $175. I would say that most of my transactions were cash payments, and my best sellers for the event were, the only things that I sold more than one of were my turtles. I sold 2 turtles, the strawberry shortcake one and the pink one. And I also sold 2 possums. So those were the only things that I sold more than one of. So I guess those were my best sellers. And as far as things that I've learned from this event, I think that after this, I will definitely be a little more selective about events that I'm signing up for. I don't know how they marketed this event. I think it's crazy that a bunch of kids didn't come. I figured they'd hand out flyers to kids at the school or something like that. So I don't know how it was marketed, and that's a problem. I think that it's totally valid to be asking these organizers of these events, how are you marketing your event? Is this the first time you've done the event? What was the attendance like in prior years? And if they can't give you simple answers to those questions, that's a red flag. And that kind of happened in this situation. I did start to ask them some questions, and the answers weren't great. So don't be afraid to ask those kinds of questions. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a lot of time. This is a lot of effort we're putting into these events. So reflecting on everything, I don't think that I would do this again where I would travel that far to an unfamiliar area, to an unfamiliar event that I didn't know was going to be relatively successful. So it wasn't a total flop. I'm definitely grateful for all of the sales that I did make. But just to put it in perspective of how slow the event was was supposed to be from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And by 2 p.m., almost every vendor was breaking down and getting ready to leave because we hadn't had anybody come around in 40 minutes to an hour. So everyone was packing up and leaving, which was just really sad. So great learning experience, not a total flop for me. And I have a lot of other events coming up in the spring and the summer that I'm already signed up for. I have another event next month, which I'm sure will be here before I know it, and I'm going to be working on all my spring inventory for that, so I'm really excited. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss all my market prep videos for that. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you did, if you liked it or found it helpful in any way, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!